So there is this concept of a two-way street. It may seem transactional when it comes to a relationship or an interaction, but hear me out. Say you've been a chronic overgiver, right? So there's an imbalance in your relationship already with that person, right? But because I'm so exhausted, because I've also had certain expectations and that person hasn't met those expectations, firstly, it's because I've been creating that imbalance, right? I've been overgiving, maybe without even it being asked, or maybe that's how I've always been. But you realize that not everyone will meet you the way you meet them, which means, say, we are standing on a hypothetical bridge, right? And if I go 100%, that person actually doesn't have room to go 100% because I've already done all the work, right? So they cannot meet me in the way I meet them because I don't give them an opportunity to meet me in that manner. But if I go 50%, right, and if that person wants to have that interaction with me or wants to have that connection, then he or she can always, make it through or cross that bridge, cross that 50% and meet me in the middle. I'm sure there are days when, not everyone is going to be able to give 50% or meet you in the middle, right? Or they may meet you at 30% on certain days, 25% on another day, maybe even 5 or 10%. And sometimes maybe you have to go a complete 100 because those are the days they are depleted, right? Or even you may be that, or I may be that in certain cases. That's okay. Those are exceptions. But if there is a constant pattern and a constant accepted, expected way of living like that, then that's not okay. That is because you've set those expectations, you have to live up to it. So if you want to change that narrative, you have to change those expectations. And if you don't know how to meet someone in the middle, meet them the way they meet you, right? So if somebody tries to go all out there, right, and I get in the example of the bridge, you can't go all out there, but I'm sure there's another time where you can go all out there, right? Or maybe you, when you meet them, you be so present and so involved in that conversation, you immerse yourself in that circumstance, in that situation, and you're 100% present then, right? So try meeting someone the way they meet you, especially when they refuse to meet you in the middle. And if this is a regular pattern, you will come to know who your true people are. You'll come to know, I'm sure how you can read the other person and you can read the room, they can too, right? But also know that if you're going to change the way you've been interacting with that person, know that that relationship with that person may undergo a change. It could be for the better or not, but when you take a stand, when you stand up for yourself, when you try to draw boundaries, when you do things out of character, out of your set patterns, it's not going to benefit everyone. They may see you as being rude, as being arrogant, as being, something in a negative capacity because it's not benefiting them, right? But if your intentions are pure and your voice is clear, what you say is respectfully communicated, then you're doing your best. There's a God that's looking. You may lose some relationships and you can try to have a conversation, the difficult, uncomfortable conversation. But if you can't save it, there's nothing you can do about it, right? Because in any relationship, in any communication, in a dynamic, there has to be two or more people, right, who are willing to invest that kind of energy and effort and all, right? Again, this is only if there's a pattern, right? So meet people the way they meet you to create a balance, to bring back that balance in that relationship, yeah? I hope this helps.